Hey everyone, and welcome back to Dorfromantik. Today's starting tiles are actually quite a bit, or was quite a bit difficult to find any good spots for. And that's why I have decided that the two forest tiles that were difficult to find a spot for, we're actually just going to utilize together down here. We can go ahead and close off the field straight away, just introducing a house off this tile, and I am happy with that. So we are going to add you right there. It also adds to our missions that we are getting ever closer to do. Almost within, almost under 100. I don't think the next tile is quite going to cut it, but it's going to be close. This one, I thought we will plonk up here just because it's houses as well. So that's fits very nicely right there. And this one, if my math is correct, yes, will do just fine right there. For a perfect tile. And yes, not quite under 100, but like pretty darn close here. And with this one, I actually honestly didn't really look around too much because I saw that we are just one away from completing a mission here. So, to cover a little bit of the laws here in the beginning of the episode, I thought, why don't we go ahead and connect that to something here? Obviously not there, that's gonna cancel the mission. But we do want to close this one off right here. And this could be just the tile to do it with, or we could also place this one up here, of course, to give ourselves options. I might like that a little bit better. We do want to close this one off, but it's no rush. And I feel like it's a little bit better utilized up here, maybe. Let's see. Does it really matter? We could also use it here. Possibly use it as a closing as well. We don't want to expand that way. You know what, that'll do just fine. And that means now we are up 2. Which is not too shabby at all. Are we close to any missions here? 48, 69, that is a no. That's okay. Okay, not close at all. I am not even seeing a perfect tile up here right now. I am not seeing a perfect tile up here right now. Let's try the other field we have then. How would this look down here? Much the same, honestly. Much the same, unfortunately. Could get a perfect tile right there, but we are trying to close this field. So this might not be the tile we want there at all. Okay. It's 3 tiles though. It would be nice to add to this the network up here. Maybe we do something like this. Yeah, let's do that. It'll cost us a perfect tile, but that's okay. Okay, we have a need for a triple tile down here, and this is unfortunately not the one, not even remotely close. Okay. I'm not sure we have a need for this one anywhere, honestly. We could do something like that. This is probably better. Let's do that. And now we have another one of you, which we already had a need for down here. That was it down here? It was, right? I know we filled one of them. Right there. But didn't we need 2 of them? Also needing one right there. Did we need 2 that was like inverted here and we got both of them? Or was it something completely else? Ooh, I'd hate putting this one down somewhere only to later But to realize later that we actually did need it somewhere. We need it there if the house had been forest, but it isn't. So maybe we don't have a need for it anywhere. Okay, well, we are gonna go with the belief that we don't have a need for it anywhere, and this seems like a good match right there, honestly. Let's do that. We have some houses. We still have missions over here, 67 away. What are we trying to achieve over here at the moment? We are trying to get this one over. And honestly, this one would accomplish that quite nicely. Could also do that for 2 perfect tiles. And I'm in no rush to really hook this up, since this is not the last 2 tiles we need. We need to get all the way down here, so there's really no reason for this over this. And this is also 2 perfect tiles. This one we know will go up here for 3 beautiful perfect tiles. Nice. And here we have a pocket right there, if I'm not mistaken, and I am not. Beautiful, look at that. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, nice, nice. And that is an interesting tile. That's... up here we need... yeah, the other way around. It's house forest. House... close. Actually, since we do have a house and forest here, how would you look down here somewhere? Pretty close. But not quite. Actually, it's not too bad like that either, honestly. Also surprising satisfaction out of this one as well, but I'm not entirely sold on it. I don't believe this is a pocket anywhere. It's not a pattern I'd recognize anyway. Well, let's take that. And we have field and house. That is something we do want to check around for, because we have quite a few pockets. I don't think we have anything else down here. We do. We have that one, but that's not this. It's close, but not quite there. Let's see. Oh, it's so close to being awesome right there. And do we have a last one up here? No, these are all filled out. Okay. Okay, then we start looking around. We could honestly do something like that, and maybe soon-ish this will be hooked up. Well, these 2 will be hooked up. That would be nice, I think. Don't really have anywhere else where we need the house. We don't actually have any more houses up here. We have that one, but that's next to forest. That's kind of nice. Yeah, let's do that. Perfect tile. And some water. Do we maybe want to start having we could have a split right here, actually. We could have a split right here. No. No. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So let's put you elsewhere. We have plans for this tile. We have big plans for that tile. I feel like we should get a perfect tile with this one. Even though we are actually up quite a bit. Wow. I feel like we should get a perfect tile with this one. Would like to utilize the river. Makes it a little bit harder to find a perfect tile, unless we go for this one in here. It does utilize the river, just not quite yet. Oh, we could just create another little lake here. Okay, well, no perfect tile then. Let's see what else we can do with this one. Around here. Let's just plunk it down there. We get another bit of river. We could do that actually. Then let's put it here instead. Like that. I just saw somewhere with field forest. Where was that? Looking around with the river. I hate my memory sometimes, you know. It is just so shockingly bad. Was it here? No, that was Field House. Son of a gun. Okay, well, we're not gonna be looking around for that. We do have here, but unfortunately the house is in the way there. It might have been here. In either case, don't think it was, but we're gonna grab that one anyway. Let's see, housing and field usually tells us to go down here. We do have a field right there that we could close off with this. We actually don't have a lot of field housing tiles connected down here. That's to say, I don't think we have any actually at the moment that has housing and fields on a shared tile at the moment. And this one wouldn't actually disrupt that. This would... I kinda like it. I don't know actually. Maybe we don't want to make it too complicated down here. I like this. A lot of fields we might be able to hook up in the future to this. Not necessarily like easily. These two here would have to be connected through here to make it easy. Maybe we do something like that instead. Since this is already connected over here, I'm not too worried about cutting anything off. And there's a lot of houses we can potentially hook up in the future. Let's do that. Let's forgo a perfect tile. Now this one, is that a pocket somewhere? I don't think so, but I think it's incredibly close. It is incredibly close right there. That means we are looking for pockets. Might be one of these over here that we are close to. It's probably this one. No, it's actually double field we need over here to be close. Yes, okay. Okay, that means we are not close to a pocket somewhere. We did have... Oh, once again, I can't effing remember. Oh, it's down here, it's down here. We did have a house field right there. Could connect that up to fail that mission. I mean, again, it's housing fields. Could it be useful over here? It could. Right there. Put 2 perfect tiles. Sure. Why not? Why not? And let's see. More forests. And let's see, what do we have up here? Is that double grasslands? It is double grasslands we need up here, yep. And how are you looking? You're not looking good, no. Do have some forest here, but you need double forest and opposite fields. And way too much forest for that. Much forest for that as well. Okay. What did we place recently? That one? Is that better there? No, it's not. Well, let's just stick with the original plan. Okay, right, the field is surrounded by forests, so anything we do with the field at least have to have forest next to it. Could do that, but don't really see the point. We can fairly easily get a perfect tile with this one. The question is just if we want to add it to our forest, or we can find better elsewhere. It's starting to look very much like we'll plant it somewhere over here. Did this work? No, it did not. This would work just fine. We actually have an upcoming one that we could potentially plant right there if we wanted to for 2 perfect tiles. And I'm not sure I see why not. 55 away from starting to completing these missions. That's very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, let's see here. That is a lot of field. We could do that. But that kind of goes against everything with trying to keep it simple over here. But not do that, and we don't want to. We want a completely mega field tile right there. We could do this though, which I can't see why we wouldn't. Let's see, some railway. What are we working on? We have 47 over here, so that's definitely not what we're working on. I think we have 37 here, 49. You are at least 37, you are at least 49. So, we are at a point now. If we complete this one, then we can hook these up. Barring that we do not get more quests. That's fantastic. I think that's the closest we've been in a while. Now that's not saying that we're actually gonna get it, because we are still 30 tiles out here from completing this one, so I mean, we are far from safe yet. We can get many, many missions before we complete that one. Let's do that. Let's start working on it at least. Let's see, forest to some housing there, or forest to grasslands I should say. What about up here? I mean, we could do that actually. That's pure pure grasslands up there, just with a bit of forest. That's not too bad, I think. That's not too bad, I think. Let's do that. These two will be hooked up soon. We get some more forest and river here. We could easily just do something like that. More forest up here. Why not? Oh, that is so close to being an end piece we need. Right there. So close. So close. But it is more railway without emission. 28 away. This one I thought, yes, right in there, just where we looked for the, or with the ocean tile. Beautiful. And let's see. Do you fit up here? No, sirree, you do not. So, where do you fit? Do you fit there? You actually fit there quite nicely. Or 2 perfect tiles. Let's do that. Not sure we care much about the housing in here, actually. I guess it doesn't matter. Another single forest. Didn't I just see somewhere where we could use that? Did I just create somewhere where we could use that? I don't remember. So let us look around. An otherwise blank tile. Just a bit of forest on one side. We do have a perfect tile right there. I think I would rather have you over here. Yeah, let's do that. We've also been looking for that one for a while. Not that it was a difficult tile to find, we just forgot that we needed one there. I mean, if we do this, we are starting to build for perfect tiles here. But it is not an immediate perfect tile. But it doesn't really look like... Actually, we have 2 perfect tiles right there. Let's do that. And more forest and river. Well... let's just continue that up here. More forest and water. Let's just continue that up there. 50-50 split between fields and forest. That is so close to being good right there. Yet so far. Do we have anywhere for this? It is so close in so many spots. Maybe we want to use that as well down here. That is... yeah, okay. Forest to field over here might not exactly be what we're after. I honestly still think it's okay. I still think it's okay. Let's do that. And are we continuing this up here then? More forest next to water here. Or... yes, let's put that one in there. Blank tile. We actually did have another blank tile. I completely forgot that. We just plopped somewhere else. But we do want this one up here. We might want to start consider turning it this way now. A little bit out to get a curve going here. So maybe we start building that way now. Do that then. Ooh, if not for the forest, that would have been a decent enough turn right there. How about our squiggly down here? I know for a fact... Oh, actually, you might. We are getting pretty close to the end of this one. Would be nice to end it here or here on these tiles, right? That's where that's how far we can take this one. Yeah, if we had this one filled, we could maybe have taken this one, but yeah, I think even then it's not really a good call. So let's not. Let us put you elsewhere. But where? This makes an absolute nightmare for these tiles. It's way too busy already. Right now it's like super simple, mostly just houses. This is both fields and forest added here. We already do have some forest here, that's true. Let's just plonk you there. One single house, we know we need that down here. For 3 perfect tiles, very nice. And we get some housing and forest. Where did we place the last one? I don't recall. Why can I not recall? We placed it right there. We placed it right there. So this could go there potentially. Or maybe down here. We need... Yeah, this is grasslands. Okay. So this is not the tile for it. Okay, just had to step away for a quick second. And where were we? We were... Do I have any sound? Yes, I have any sound. That's just a lull in the music. Okay, we are trying to find a place for this one. Maybe up here? Do we have any forest? No, not really. We could do something like that, but I think it's important to keep this one, this line here, this row, houses only. Is there any music? No, I actually just turned down the sound, that's right. Okay, I'm silly. Fair enough. I thought it was a little bit too quiet. Let's see. Well, so far... nothing really springs out. You know what, then we're gonna find a spot for it down here. We're gonna find a spot for it in this one. Let's utilize the houses. If we can find something that makes sense. With the forest as well. Do we have something though? You're not connected at all. I mean, so far we can't get anything that doesn't leave the forest next to other houses, but I think that's okay. Let's do something like that for a perfect tile. And get some railway. We are going to continue that with our mission down here. That's not good. This could be okay. Be hooked up in the future. Let's do that unless... No, the field there is really silly. Go away. Stupid fly. Don't need you in my life. That's actually pretty good right there as well. I know there's a field there. That's probably why we're not gonna go ahead and take that. You know what? We're already pretty open down here, so why don't we Why don't we close it a little bit? We're gonna go ahead and take this one. We are gonna go ahead and take this one. That is a lot of river coming up. Lot of river. I mean, this fits very well with the next tile coming up. So honestly, let's do that. Could we do that? We could not. Could do this if the forest hadn't been there. That would have matched. But other than that, no. We need something to point up to between these two. That's fine. We will do something else. We could do that. Oh, we could do that. No, I think I like this one, honestly. And something like that is good too, yeah, sure. A little bit of a mess here, but a water station or just a ocean tile will do wonders right there. And let's see, we have 2 houses. We had something, yeah, something like this. It's kind of the same result as the last tile we placed there, though. Which makes it a little bit silly to place it there. Maybe we place it here instead. Actually utilize the houses. We have you as well that we could, honestly, actually would do nicely right there. Especially due to the grasslands to the south. And this is not the tile we want down here. No, it is close. But not close enough. Come on, fly, go away. I don't want to deal with you right now. I said go away. I know my screen is very nice, but no thank you. Is that acceptable? I imagine that it is. You're not gonna fit down there? No, because you have fields on both sides of you. Let's do that. 2 perfect tiles for... Ooh, look at that. No, it's a house we need. Oh, I was so excited we finally found this one. I think this is the 3rd time. Oh my god, there it is. Field and house. I can't remember if that's the one we needed, and honestly that's probably for the better. Now I can't get depressed about it. Let's... honestly, we are still up a bit. Let's close you off. Let's close you off. And we are 26 away. Will this actually be a mission complete? No, but it is super close. Super close. The question is... the problem is I don't think we want to start any more fields. Could kind of have like a nice row of fields here though. Sure. Why not? Let's see, you are rail with forest. That is something we really want over here. But I think if we want to maximize our chances of completing this one before getting a mission, we have to focus on this. And honestly, I think this is pretty good. It's forest to forest. A water station right there will do good. We have houses and fields. I don't think this is a match for a pocket anywhere. I really want to find that tile that we placed in the beginning with the field and house. I don't remember where I placed it. I might go back and rewatch that just to see if I need to cry. Oh my god, this fly is relentless. It's a decent spot right there, honestly. 2 perfect tiles. We just want to make sure we don't have a pocket for this one anywhere. I am completely lost right now. Where? Yeah, there we go. There, here's some. You don't match. We have one there. You don't match. We might as well check for the upcoming one as well. You almost match over here with this one and the upcoming one, honestly, but both of them not quite. Ooh, we know where the upcoming one is gonna go as well, just with the houses. We have a few over here. And that is a no. Okay, well, then I don't mind putting you in here at all. That is a very nice match, I think. And we actually could go ahead and do this. It's just so many houses up here right now. So many houses. I'm a little bit scared that is too many houses, because we do actually want to lead this one out, you know. It's not impossible, I suppose, but we do want to try and focus on closing these. Maybe we actually do this with this one. Maybe we do something like that instead. Yeah, I think we do. I know we are foregoing a perfect tile, and I think we will with this one as well. Yes, we will, but we will hook something up here. That's good. Good. So the moment these tiles are going at the moment, or the way these tiles are going at the moment, we might very quickly be back to where we started, even below what we had. Actually, this one might be just fine right there to close this off. It does introduce a little bit of forest, yes, but it does introduce 2 sides of field and closes 3 sides of housing, which I think is a trade, a worthwhile trade-off. Now let's see, we do have some fields, actually in quite a few places here where we could place this one. Let's do that. We are 27. With these 2 hooked up, we are at 25. 24 with the tile we need to hook it up with as well. Down to 22 over here, and 21 with the tile hooking it up. So we have 6 tiles total ready for hookup, including the hookup tiles, so to speak. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. How do you fit there? You do not. You do not fit there even 1 bit. And let's see what we have up here. This is starting to look a little bit crazy, but it might look quite decent once it's all closed up. Which is unfortunately not something we'll ever see. Sure, that's okay. Okay, let's see. We get some houses, and once again we forego a perfect tile right here. But that sets this up, a very simple tile for a very nice 6-sided match with full honors of perfect tiles. So let's do that. It does, however, bring us below where we started today, and this tile is not gonna help that. Not at all. But we do hook something up, which I think is worth something. And it matches. It does lead next to forest now, but that's okay. Let's see, you're gonna go up here. You are definitely a perfect tile somewhere. Or we could do that, hook everything up. Let's do this instead, honestly. Grasslands next to the house there. Let's do that. And let's see, are you a pocket? I don't think you are, but you could be close. In fact, you are close. Yeah, but not close enough. Okay. It's a lot of houses. Could you potentially be over here? Kind of, and kind of not really. Okay, in that case, what about down here? How would that look? And this is probably our best option down here. It is a pretty awful tile. It's actually a pretty versatile tile in the sense that if we need an ABA pattern between field and house, then we have options here, because we have both field and house field house, depending on what we want to use. So in that sense, it's a very versatile tile, but do we have a need for that? That's the question, right? Almost very good right there. I don't recall that we have anywhere. I'm sure we do, honestly. I just don't remember where. I might just go ahead and take this, honestly. House to house, field to grasslands. So that is a nasty one, nasty one. We don't have anywhere this line is open, do we? We have there. No, you're not connected to this. I don't think this line up here that needs 49 right here is open anywhere. Which is an issue. Is it open here? It is. It's open there. That's 62. That is exactly what we didn't want to see. This kind of mission. Exactly the kind of mission we didn't want to see. Because you know what that means? This means that we need this line, which is, as far as I know, only open here. Well, it turns out it's open up here as well, but hurrah. We need this line to add 62 railways or pieces before we can hook everything up. That is exactly the kind of tile we did not want to see. How is... What kind of missions do we have over here? Nothing as bad as this. Nothing as horrendous as this. This is an absolute nightmare of a tile. 100%. Ooh, that's difficult. We have, as far as I can tell, by the quick look around, we have one place we can place this. And that's right here. That's it. One. Obviously we can't place it here because of forests. And there's nothing around here forestry enough to place that one. We could place it up here, but that's god awful and so far away. We have one option, and that is right here. Now this is not horrendous at all, but it's not good. Wow. Okay, save me with some quests complete here, please. Yes, thank you. One done, one more there, and quite a far away from the next one. Interesting. Okay, well, that took us to today's goal, and we did manage to earn or gain on the tile pile. That's always possible. This is going to be a disaster, and honestly, the upcoming tile we might want to open that. Honestly, I'm just gonna open that up because otherwise I'm gonna forget. Let's do that. It's a few extra tiles, I know, a few extra points, but and we probably should have looked around a little bit better for this one, but that's okay. That's not a difficult tile to find, and we opened up this one, which is something we need to do now, apparently. So we need a straight line out of here with this one, and we need 61 tiles. Damn, well, we jinxed it for sure. I said we had to finish this one quick before we got a new mission, and we got the worst mission. Not even something we just can hook up to this that we've had more than enough of. Small missions that just expands on these ones. No, we got one that expands on the biggest one, meaning that we cannot hook anything up for a while. Well, thank you, game. I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna mention anything next time. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.